everybody. Today we read from, well, this evening we read from Hag.1 and Proverbs 23. So I'll start off with Proverbs 23, yeah.
Right, but you said you didn't read Haggai.
Yeah, but we'll read, I'll start off with what I like from Proverbs, at least.
Okay.
I like verse 7. Can you read that for me?
For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee.
I like that first part of that scripture because it's a reminder of how to keep your thoughts, and that your thoughts often influence your actions. So if you're thinking negative thoughts, and if you find yourself thinking, and if you find yourself in your head a lot about maybe you wish you did this differently, or you always are constantly in regret, or you just find yourself criticizing yourself or others, then your life is not going to be very fruitful. You're just going to be miserable. So instead, that's what I'm going to start doing tonight, like writing what I'm grateful for before I go to bed, and just reflecting on the things that went well. And a lot of things may have gone wrong, but focus on what did go right, and be thankful for that. Like, focus on the little things in life, because one day when you may not have your life your ability to live life to the fullest, you're gonna realize those little things were big things. I copied that from something else, but it's still important.
It's a sign that hangs up in the kitchen above the windows, and I got that from a little shop in Martha's Vineyard many years ago. That's beautiful. And a scripture that goes in line with that is verse 15 and 19. My son, if thine heart be wise. It sounds like there's some wisdom that you have obtained. My heart shall rejoice, even mine. And verse 19, hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thy heart in the way. Or another version says, keep your mind going in the right direction. So Timotheus, this momentum you have, whatever happened, you finished 3 summer classes, and I've always said it's not about the letters, it's not about the numbers as far as the score, it's what was the experience that taught you. So it seemed like you obtained some direction and some guidance and some real jewels along the way to learn more about yourself and God. Beautiful. Now, why I was about to say Zephaniah 4, but no, there is no 4th chapter of Zephaniah. It's Haggai, and Haggai was a prophet that spoke to the people who were exiled in Babylon, and they were going back to Jerusalem, and he was telling them to rebuild the temple, because remember, it was destroyed. And he was like, look, get up, get to work, don't get discouraged. And that's what I have to say to you. You are going into your 2nd year at college. If you've learned a lot, we've all made mistakes, we've all had regrets, but the most important thing is to get up and keep on going. And in verse 14 it says, and they did work in the house of the Lord of hosts, their God. And most important, they were able to consider their ways. And that's the whole point of reflecting on what you're doing. Like, is this working or not? And that's the whole point of, journaling at night and getting before the Lord and saying, thank you for this and that. So we all are to take stock. And we see that in verse 5 and verse 7. Consider your ways and make sure that we stir up the Spirit of the Lord, and then we'll be able to do greater things. So, God bless you,
yes,
and you're going to go far.
All right, good night, everyone.